This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now we're... Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Hey, come on. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check 52.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They have golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it, because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 99. Check 99. Check 43.
Murray now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, come on. 54. Right, 54.
Murray to air it out again. It's hauled in by Shepard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Murray now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And some room to run now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Ready? 50. Pittsburgh. 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Henry. Get that ball.
Again, Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pull it together.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. 54 is Mike.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He juked him. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. As the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A final shot before half from Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is Harris. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. It's brought in by Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray able to find Isabella. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connect.
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, it's caught, Smith. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, The night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First down, Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nelson Agholor. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage. after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run again with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready. 93's the money. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go. Check three.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
You might be getting tired of seeing this. Mike spot 4.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's got some space here. He's at the 30. 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive, so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Breida. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. Here we go. 54. Target.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Brown. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down and goal. Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll start on the ground with Breida. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a toss play. It's Breida. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Nice, nice, sweetheart. Shield. Watch the shield.
Jackson to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Ready? 50 for Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. No game on this defense, no game.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?